Hello, my dear students. Once again, we are back to our English class. First of all, I wish you all a very happy and prosperous new year. Today, we are going to discuss activities of Unit 4. Our first activity is to complete a story map. Here are some clues given below. You have to fill it according to the lesson. See the first one. You have to write the title and the author, then the characters in the left side, then the setting of the story, what you can see there in the play, then the main events, solution, and the problems they face, and at last the theme. So this is a form of a story map or a story house. Here I have given an example, Cinderella story map. From this you can understand how to write a story map. As you know the story of Cinderella, if you go through this, it will be easy for you to understand. Okay. Now let's move on to our second activity. Sue and Berman have different character traits, and they have something in common. Fill in the character indication map given below using words that describe the character and their action and quote. See, one or two examples are given here. The word loyal that describes the person, no? It decided to stay with Johnsy and cheer her up. Loyalty, no? And the quote is, I would rather stay here with you. See the next one, kind and considerate. How will you write it? In this, she wanted to instill confidence in Johnsy, and she wanted to make money to buy some good port wine for Johnsy. This is a kind and consideration. The doctor didn't say port wine. This quote will help you to understand the kind and consideration that Sue shows to Johnsy. So the rest of them go through and write in your text. Now we are going to see the grammar part, okay? Let's go through the usage of prefer, would rather and had better. In contrast to would rather, prefer refers to the general preference, not current ones. Prefer is followed by a verb in the ing form and to. Example, I prefer bicycle to motorcycle. Do you prefer drinking tea to coffee? They would prefer you coming tomorrow. So either we will use to or the ing form of the verb. Okay, I'm working to doing nothing. So now look at the next one, would rather. It is used to say that one person would prefer another or others to something. Would rather is followed by a bare infinitive and than. Look here, I would rather have coffee than tea. I would rather not go out tonight. I would rather watch the movie at home. I would rather have breakfast. So either we will use than or a bare infinitive, the V1 form of the verb. Now look at the form of had better. It is used to give advice. It is roamed with the bare infinitive without to. Follow the list as example. Had we better let him know? They had better choose a cheaper hotel. You had better not cry. You had better review all subjects before the max exam. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now let's move to the next one, so that. How will you use so that? So that is a conjunction which is used to join two clauses, which indicates the purpose. Example, she is too young so that she can't smoke. It is too late so that we can't go to cinema. I will go to France so that I can learn French. Let's go to the cinema early so that we can get some good seat. So this is a way of using so that. Let's go through the difference between either or and neither nor. Either refers to any one of the two, thing or people. Either is always considered singular in the sentence. Look at the examples. Either he or she cooks dinner. So anyone will cook the dinner. Either Mark or Shamuel will go. So either Mark will go or Shamuel will go. So anyone, it's always singular. But neither nor, it is used as a conjunction. Look here, neither. It makes sometimes a negative statement about two people or two things. This structure shows that it is connected the same kind of words or phrases in a sentence. Look the example here, neither Mark nor his wife is very tall. So that shows that both of them are short there. My sister neither drinks nor smokes. Here also, sister never drinks and never smokes. So both are negative and it shows she does not do that. Neither my friends nor the bookstore has a book. So none of them have the book. So it shows a negative part. Okay. Now let's see the usage of and but. And is used to join two words or two sentences of same kind. But is an coordinating conjunction which is used to connect ideas that contrast. Contrast means it is a state of being slightly different from something else. Now try to do this exercise in your notebook. Now let's move on to the topic preposition. As you all know, preposition is a part of speech that shows the position of a verb. No? Yes. The preposition are the words which are used to connect the different nouns, pronouns and phrases in a sentence. Prepositions are mainly of two types, simple preposition and compound prepositions. Simple prepositions are constructed by only one word like on, at, about, with, after, for, etc. He found a book about dogs on the table, in the bed, etc. Now, what is compound preposition? These prepositions are two-word preposition. Example, according to, because of, next to, due to, etc. He was upset because of his son's behavior. Okay. So two types of prepositions. Prepositions mainly show the position of a pronoun, noun, etc. Now, preposition of time. Time shows during, for, until, till, since, from, to, ago, before. This shows the preposition of time. With this preposition, it will help us to know the time. And there are preposition of place. Above shows the position. Above, after, by, beneath, next to, beside, near, close to, etc. Okay. Now let's see the usage of at, in and on. Okay. When will we use at? Yes, we use at a particular place. At home, at work, at school, at university, etc. In we will use if we are inside something or if we are going into something, in a car, in a taxi, in a boat, in a lift, in the newspaper. So I am reading the newspaper, okay, concentrating. And on comes when we are traveling on something, on a bus, on a ship, on a train, on a plane, on a horse, on the way, okay, on the right, on the left, etc. So this is the usage of at, in and on. Now let's see what is prefixes. Prefixes is a group of letters used before a root word. Okay, then tell me what is suffixes. Suffixes, it is a group of words that is used after a root word. Okay, if it is after a root word, it is known as suffix. If it is before a root word, it is known as prefix. There are some examples given for you. Go through this and try to do the exercise related to this topics from your textbook. I think you can complete the unit 3, all the exercise which is given in the back side of your textbook. Okay, so if there is any doubt, you can ask me. See you in the next class.